everyone, my name is Michael and welcome to the Resting Guide YouTube channel. Today's topic is methods of a false teacher. We're going to look at two different methods false teachers use. The first method is skipping the context and going straight to application. Let's see how this works. Proverbs 23:7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. This verse is quoted to promote positive confession. For example, if you think positive thoughts and confess them out loud, you attract positive outcomes. If you think negative thoughts and confess them out loud, you attract negative outcomes. But is this the context of the passage? Proverbs 23:6-8. Don't eat a stingy person's bread, and don't desire his choice food. For it is like someone calculating inwardly, eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. You will vomit the little you've eaten and waste your pleasant words. This is about a stingy host. On the outside, he says, go ahead and eat. But on the inside, he's calculating the cost. He has a different motive. This is definitely not about positive thinking. Let's look at another scripture. Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. This scripture is used to manipulate people into giving more money. But is this the context of the scripture? Luke 6:37-38. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Notice the terms judge, condemn, and forgive. These are all terms about how we treat others. Notice there's no mention of money in the context. Now the second way false teachers manipulate people. They turn a descriptive text into a prescriptive text. For example, descriptive means something in time or history, an event. Prescriptive means instructing us to do something or a command. Nehemiah 13:25. I rebuked them, cursed them, beat some of their men, and pulled out their hair. I forced them to take an oath before God and said, you must not give your daughters in marriage to their sons, or to take their daughters as wives for your sons or for yourself. This is clearly a descriptive text reporting something that happened in history. What if we turn this into a prescriptive text? This would say that we could beat people up and pull their hair out. Clearly, this is not what it means. Let's look at another scripture. John 15:12. This is my command. Love one another as I have loved you. This is a prescription text. Jesus is clearly giving us instructions to love one another. Now a quick test. Matthew 14:25-27. And in the fourth watch of the night he came to them, walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were terrified and said, it is a ghost, and they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, take heart, it is I, do not be afraid. Is this a descriptive or prescriptive text? Is there any instruction in there for us to do something? No. This is clearly describing something that is going on. It's describing the encounter between Jesus and the disciples. But what if we turn this into a prescriptive text? Could we say that we have a command to walk on water? Absolutely not. Now it's time for the application and conclusion portion. So if a teacher quotes a text to you, feel free to plug it back into the passage and read before and after the text to find the context. Lastly, false teachers are notorious about turning a descriptive text into a prescriptive text. Is an event in history such as Jesus walking on water a descriptive or prescriptive text? It's describing something. What about Jesus' command to love one another? He's prescribing something for us to do. As always, I hope this was helpful, and may God bless you.